Hi, everyone. Welcome back. This is the Unveiling Shadows podcast. I'm Kimberly Mosby, your host. We're going to go through courage, hope, and perseverance and what it looks like being an American state national citizen. So, on the Alchemist's Dream on Substack, she posted this. So it says, if this is true, if so, he's really a mind, F-U-C-K, mixing the good with the very bad. An elephant signal on X said, breaking, President Trump just made history. America is now a sovereign nation under common law. The deep state's fake U.S. ink is diffused and dead. No more foreign rule, no more admiralty chains. The republic is free again. Are you ready for what comes next? Then I'm going to read you this notice of Congress or notice to Congress from the day the country was basically stolen. So it says it was stolen before this, but I'm going to go to the most recent one. It says on March 6, 1933, the President of the United States of America, Inc., Franklin Delano Roosevelt, attended a conference of governors meeting. These governors were all state franchise managers of the United States of America Incorporated, exactly like the local franchise owners of a Burger King or Sears. They got together and pledged the assets of their customers, their employers, the American states and people, as sureties for their private corporate debts. And then they bankrupted the United States of America and the state franchises, the federal states that were created by the 14th Amendment of their private for-profit corporations look alike, sound alike, Constitution, published as the Constitution of the United States of America, are not the same in the actual states of the Union, nor are they state citizens, the same as American state citizens of the United States, but they are pretended that they were, and the banks gleefully agreed to secure the debt owned by the United States of America Incorporated. The banks established maritime salvage liens against every parcel of land, every business, every man, every woman, and child in America, and continue to operate in their doppelganger corporation under Chapter 11 reorganization. They laid claim to your good faith and credit, stole your credit cards and your identity as an American state citizen, and they never bothered to tell the victim, which is you. They also had you declared legally dead and probated your estate and issued bonds based on the value of your labor and private property. Just look at your birth certificate. Signed by the county register, an officer of the probate court issued in the name, in all capital letters, of a dead person. You're numbered as a bond and issued on paper. At the same time, they converted all your private bank accounts to the ownership of the estate trust they created in your name and moved the estate offshore to Puerto Rico, where you and your assets supposedly came under the foreign maritime jurisdiction of the United States of America, minor. Look at the name on your bank account checks. Look at the signature line under a high-powered magnifier. The IMF claims that it owns all your bank accounts. It claims that your estate was abandoned, and now all the spoils belong to the bank. They are pressing Congress to pass laws to allow them to seize all your American bank accounts, your savings accounts, your retirement accounts, your checking accounts, everything. We've seen Dodd-Frank. Now we're seeing bail-in proposals. The big banks want Congress to front for their greed and criminality. This is all fiduciary trust fraud, and the fiduciary trust fraud has no statute of limitations. 1962 or 1933 or 2014 makes no difference. We suggest that the members of Congress assume their public offices acting under the full 100% individual commercial liability or be ousted and tried as criminals. Next, we suggest that they honor their contract with American, issue debt-free public money, real American dollars. Next, liquidate all the too big to fail banks, tear up the corporate charters these entities have violated, seize back our purloined assets, and shut them all down. Meanwhile, the market for financial services will open up for banks operated under actual state charters. This thing you will have thought of as your government is nothing but a multinational conglomerate run criminally amok. The real government of this country is vested in each of you. You all hold more civil authority on the land than the entire federal government. Deal with the Federal Reserve and the IMF and Congress the same way you would deal with Target or Walmart or Arby's if they grossly endangered, cheated, enslaved, or defrauded you. Keep calm and get even. You all know what you need to do. You have the guaranteed universal right of self-declaration provided by the United Nations Conventions, plus the protections of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. You have the Geneva Conventions and the Liber Code. You have the preserved right to common law guaranteed by Uniform Commercial Code UCC 1-308, a resource granted by the 1- which includes the right not to be bound by any contracts that is unilateral, inequitable, involuntary, undisclosed, tainted by fraud, not in kind, entered in behalf of by others, merely claiming to represent you, or deemed to exist as a result of refusing compelled benefit or fruit of monopoly inducement. You have the absolute right to expatriate from their maritime jurisdiction. Do so. When 400 million Americans stand up and clean house, the world will listen and hear the roar. So I just want you to listen to that. And I will put some links for the 528 Global Family, which is the international trade bank that is backed by gold that we will be transitioning to restore the republic, with or without President Trump. So, as always, stay strong. We've got this.